Hi friends, thanks for stopping by. This is Midlife Chrissy, and I'm a single person thriving in London and chasing the dream. I also have 8,000 pounds worth of credit card debt that I'm on a journey to paying off completely. In the middle of all of that, excuse me, I'm also facing a house move where I will, for the very first time in my life, that I will live on my very own. So I guess this is all part of my brave attempt to chase the dream. So in today's video, I want to do a bi-monthly check-in. I was meant to be filming this on Sunday, but I thought I'd take the opportunity since I've got a free hour. So a couple of curveballs happened before we get into it. But I guess before I tell you about these curveballs, it's probably best that I take a moment for gratitude because it started I felt really anxious for a while, and I just thought, you know what, it's all gonna be okay. So always take a moment for gratitude, guys. So the first thing I'm grateful for is my second job. So I waitress in a nice restaurant. They feed me, and at the same time it saves me money on the days that I work and while I get paid. So that's the double whammy bonus. They're also so flexible. So if I need an extra shift where the month is short, or, I need some extra money, it's very seldom that they would refuse my request to work for more. So that's fantastic. The next thing I'm grateful for is passing my credit check references. So as you know, I am moving, and I found this beautiful place with a view of London skyline. This is so, I don't know. I just felt like it was God-given. So my recent extra income has really help my position, I guess, in the application. So lastly, I guess the last thing I am grateful for is this giant calculator. Giant. Okay, so I was in the office yesterday and I stumbled on this unclaimed calculator. I'm a paralegal by trade, and sometimes I have to bind contracts, and sometimes I need bull clamps, sometimes I need to hole punch things, okay? Do a little admin work. So I stumbled upon this, and it's unclaimed. I asked admin, and it was Maria's. So Maria, she doesn't work there anymore. She's left it, so it's mine now. So I'm glad to have it. So I'm going right onto the budget now. Okay, so I think that's the moment of gratitude we'll have. So let's start from the beginning. This is my monthly spread. I'm gonna take you right in. There we go. So I'll just tell you what I spent. On the 1st of January, of course, it was a bank holiday. It fell on a Sunday. The first thing I did was tithe. So I spent 20 quid there. These are all just bills and stuff. So from the football club, I earned 121 pounds and 57 pence, which I rolled over for this month's budget. From the restaurant, I earned 1,072 pounds and 5 pence, which I will use that as an overage because I've only budgeted 1,100 pounds for my side hustle. So that's where I'm getting that from. Let's just see here. 121.57 plus 1,072 pounds and 5 pence. So I had 93 pounds and 62 pence over, which is great. Fantastic. Because I needed it later on, and you'll see. Car tax is pre-planned. I scheduled a direct debit on the 1st of January, and it actually came out on the 3rd. Okay, so on the 2nd of January, can you see that? Okay, so on the 2nd of January, I had to drive 80 miles out. I had to drive 80 miles out to go see my hairdresser. My hairdresser moved abroad, and she is the best of the best that I've ever had. And I was looking for someone I could trust and someone that's really good. I was with her for about 6 years, but I was looking for somebody that I could trust my hair with for a good 5 years before I met her. So whenever she's in town, I try to book in with her. So then I paid her 100 pounds for her services. While I was driving, I needed gas, so I paid 40 pounds and 38 pence out of my budgeted expense. My personal spend was £6.18, and I think that was McDonald's for on my way there. On the 3rd, I've come back home now. I paid £6.99 for groceries, and I bought something from Amazon, which are boxes to, start the move with. I also paid for my, there you are. I also paid for my service charges, which is £97.81. Now, the 4th of January, I didn't spend anything, but the builder, he completed the works that were promised. So the £600 that I budgeted last month, I actually, sent that straight over to him because I'm happy with the works that he did. But then there were a couple of curveballs, which I will tell you, which we'll talk about later on. Moving on to the following day. If you think you want to be a landlord, you have to get ready for these kind of crazy notices, okay? So I spent £4.92 on the most ridiculous thing. So the council for this borough here, I received a council tax letter that says, hey, no one paid for this day, which was the 31st of October. So now you have to pay for it. I was like, what? Like there was a change of tenancy the day after. Like it doesn't make sense. You've got your dates wrong, whatever. But anyway, for under a $5, rather it escalating to whatever department and getting extra charges, I thought I'd settle that now, but I have challenged that charge, which hopefully they will get back to me in, who knows, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, whatever. Anyway, my personal spend was £3.15. I needed to buy bread and milk. Friday, I get paid every Friday. So, but I highlight it yellow because I'm going to carry it over to the following month's budget. So, from the restaurant, I got paid £252.26. My personal spend that day was $27.49. I think after, a celebratory week, I had a friend over and we bought a takeaway. So $27.49 that we got spending there. I think we bought a pizza. Yay. Okay. The next day I didn't highlight that. One second. Okay, so the next billed expense is Apple Music. $5.99 came out of my account. I did another personal spend, $31.20. This is cigarettes, guys, and I'm gonna have to be completely honest with you. It's the most disgusting thing, but and putting it on paper makes me realize that, oh my gosh, I'm spending crazy amounts for this habit that's so bad for you. But anyway, each box, I buy 3 boxes at a time. It's because I don't like queuing for cigarettes. It's if I did it like every second day, like then it would just, that's just extra time. So I buy 3 boxes at a time. The next day I spent I did a no spend day. So I worked all that day. I didn't go to any shops. I also tithed though, because that's part of the budget, and tithing is good. Moving on, the 9th, which is a Monday, I spent $25.22. I went to dinner with a friend. I normally like to spend under £20 if I'm going out to dinner with a friend, but I think because I got a starter, which I couldn't really, I got a starter. I chose that starter and my friend didn't eat it. I had to pay for that starter. So I kind of overspent there a little bit. Anyway, that was a long-winded way of saying I overspent £5.22. We all live and learn, guys. Okay, personal spend on Tuesday is £9.98. This is groceries. I went and bought lunch for about £4. And then I went back after dinner and bought some dinner and some meat. So I don't eat meat every day, but yeah, that's why it was a bit pricier in the evening. So I went back to the same shop and then bought a steak to get something quick. Okay. Anyway, moving on. This is where it gets interesting. Am I in the right frame? Okay, this is where it gets interesting. This is where all the curveballs happened. So, remember my builder, he said that, there's a little bit more damage. So this is what's happened. The floor had a prolonged leak and it damaged more of the surface area. So what needed to happen was the builder needed more timber, and it also the damage affected the membrane underneath there. And I just thought, okay, like we might as well make it, we might as well do it properly, because what's been happening in the past from the previous owners is that they continue to band-aid things on top of the damage just to get it up to standard, but it never actually really lasts. So I'm just gonna do things properly from now on, and I hope this is the last of it. So I paid £230 to get those floors fixed. That's inclusive of labor. He had to get a chippy. He called it a chippy, and I think that's someone that actually cuts wood. I don't know, carpenter. He got a carpenter in. Yeah. Okay, so he got a carpenter in too. So that's an additional labor cost there. MOT, I budgeted £100 for MOT. I knew there was problems with my front two tires, but I thought I had a couple months left. But because they found it in the testing, I thought I need my car to be reliable for the move. So I'm just gonna do it. So I've overspent £167 and 60 pence for my MOT. So sad times. That's the curveball, and that's what happened. Anyway, moving on. Thursday, I spent $11.50. I went to the office yesterday. I found a calculator. I spent £8 on taking the train for the day, and I spent £3.50 on lunch. I got paid today. This is Friday, the 13th. I got paid today £287 and 57 pence from the restaurant, and I don't plan on spending any more. So with the restaurant, I get fed there. And then I work on Saturday as well. I get fed there. And then Sunday I'll probably get fed there as well. So it's very unlikely that I will actually spend over the weekend. So just checking my personal spends over the week. 25.22 plus 11.50. I only spent $26.74, and I budgeted myself £140 personal allowance. So I have £113 left to spend. So I have a feeling that I'm going to buy plates or something, needed for the house, but we'll see. We'll see about that. I don't know. It's all, I need to be in the mood, but I also need to recover from this expense. Okay. So that is my bi-weekly check-in done. I was so nervous about all of this, but I always check my bank account and figure out, like, hey, do I have enough money to do everything I plan to do? So I'm just going to quickly show you a summary of what I normally do for my daily check-ins, because I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed about my bank account. So, oh dear. Okay, so I check my bank balance like every other day. So I checked it here, and I checked it on Monday, I checked it on Wednesday, and I checked it on Friday because of everything that's going on. So I had to make sure, do I have enough money for the unbudgeted works from the builder? Do I have enough money for the MOT that I wasn't expecting? So I do have money. I have £108 left over. And then I underspent a couple more days. And then it looks like that I had £128 and 42 pence to spend. So like the less I spend on myself, the more money I have to debt repayment. So that's exactly what I did. And I'm just going to show you my little tracker here. Ooh. Okay, so for the tracker, I put in £128 and 42 pence. I put £50 towards PayPal, making it a balance of £581 and 71 pence. And my HSBC, £50, which gives me a balance of £2,615 and 6 pence. The only thing is, HSBC charge me like 40 quid on interest, which is so discouraging. But, it just motivates me a little bit more to get aggressive with my snowball, which hopefully in March I'll do. Anyway, Virgin, 28 pounds and 42 pence. And that leaves me with a balance of 4,156 pounds and 50 pence. And so you can see my total here. I paid 128 pounds and 42 pence today, which brings my overall debt balance to 7,353 pounds and 27 pence. So, and also my emergency fund. Oh, I've used that. I've budgeted that for my deposit. Now, I want to talk to you. I want to bring up what's going on for February as well. I know I'm jumping around, but allow it, guys, because right now it's a really tight month, and really on a really tight month, I have no business putting extra money on credit card payments. I really don't, because what I've done here, and I'm so worried about, like, will I have to bring out my credit cards next month? So if you see here, that's my proposed income. And if you look at that cross bit, when I initially did that, I was under 207 pounds and 17 pence. Like, I needed that money. But knowing that my side hustles, I'm going to get a little bit more. And the more I work, maybe I could, be okay for February. So that's, in the next 2 weeks when I do my February budget, it's going to be an interesting one to see how much money did I actually raise and how much will I actually roll over and how much debt would I do. Because let's face it, this is my regular month. Let's face it, I've got a Goliath to battle. A mammoth task. So usually my fixed expenses is 1,003 pounds and 92 pence. But in February, it's going to be 2,291 pounds and 2 pence, because I'm paying for two places to cover 2 months, to cover a month, to cover February. So I'm paying for my current rent. I have to. I've tried to challenge it, but some things are more challenging. I know it's 800 pounds. And then for the new place as well. So it effectively gives me 25 days to start packing up and moving, which is really healthy. Because I started my master's, so I don't really want to overwhelm myself. I want to take the way I think is I can take in 6 boxes at a time to the new place, and if I do that, then all my stuff will be moved out. I also booked in a mover, a removals company to move my furniture from here to there. So I think that's going to cost 300 pounds because I'm just around the corner, but I do have a lot of furniture to move. So I need to pay for 2 men to move my stuff, and I don't have any plates or anything, but I have put together, I think I budgeted maybe 100 quid here. No, I didn't. Oh my goodness, that's another thing I have to do. But you know what? That's for another video. That is for another video for sure. That is my bi-weekly check-in. I think I'm doing fine. I have money in the bank still. And my next big ticket item is going to be that deposit for the move. So wish me luck. And I hope you're all doing well with your mid-month check-ins. January is not going to be a blue month, okay, guys? So, yeah. So, thanks very much for watching, and I will speak to you in my next check-in. Okay, bye-bye.